After the part has been set up and features found, it is time to move to the Machining tab. In the simple view under the Machining tab, you see 4 commands: Plan, Apply, Machine Feature, and Simulate. We will look at each of these in the order from left to right. The planning board uses features that have been found with the Edgecam strategies to automatically create a plan for how parts may be machined. Edgecam has many strategies out of the box to automate machining processes. The strategies can be customized using the Planning Options drop-down. Clicking on the drop-down arrow and selecting Options, you see there are tabs for General, Turning, Milling, and Drilling. Let's open the Milling tab and check out what options are available. In the Milling Tool section, the Roughing Preferred tool can be set to smallest, medium, or largest. The strategy for rough milling looks at the feature being applied, let's say a pocket, and it looks for the smallest corner radius. If smallest is selected from this drop-down, a tool will be selected from the tool store to machine the entire feature that will also fit in the smallest corner radius of the feature. This may not be efficient machining practice. So, we also have the medium and largest options, where a larger diameter tool will rough out the pocket, and then a small tool will follow and just machine the rest of the material the larger tool could not reach. You can determine based on your preferences the maximum end mill and maximum face mill you wish to use. Let's change the roughing XY offset to 10 thousandths and the roughing Z offset to 0. Next, let's look at the Drilling tab. You can see a number of options available for customizing the drill strategies to your preferences. Here at the bottom right, I will check Force Plunge Cut on counterbores, and we choose OK to close out of the option. Now, going back to the Plan command, simply click on the button to create the planning board. You will see here that, as we look through the list just created, that the machining strategies are automatically organized in a manner based on common machining practices: roughing before finishing, spot drilling, then drilling, tapping, and etc. Items in this list can be reordered simply by dragging items up or down. Unwanted items can be deleted. You cannot move a finishing process for a feature in front of a roughing process for that same feature. Likewise, drilling moved before spot drilling, and so on. Once the planning board is populated and the ordering of processes is as you wish, we are ready to apply the strategies to create the machining instructions. By simply pressing the Apply command, all of the planning board will be run, creating all of the machining instructions. You can also apply individual processes by right-clicking on the process and selecting Apply. Multiple processes can be applied by selecting more than one process while holding the Control key and then right-click and select Apply. For this example, I will just apply all. You notice all processes are complete and instructions have been created. One more step is needed, as we observe the tool is still above the part after the last tapping instruction. By going to the drop-down arrow under the Apply command, we can click on Move to Home, and on the dialog select Z-axis as first, then OK to return the tool to home. The machining is complete for the part. In addition to running full automation in Edgecam, there are other options available. One option is a semi-automatic approach, where, as you see by clicking on the Machine Feature command, a dialog shows with the options for roughing, finishing, or both. Here I can make a selection and then directly select a feature on the part or from the feature tree. The appropriate strategies will run based on my selections and the instructions will be created. Another option is complete manual programming. Near the top right corner is the Advanced button that, when pressed, shows a host of new options and complete Edgecam functionality. Here we see mill operations, tool store, and milling cycles. Let's now open the Simulate command. The standard controls at the top left for play, stop, fast forward, rewind are used to control simulation. The slider bar controls the speed in which the simulation takes place and can be adjusted real time as simulation is in process. The Machine Simulation button turns the full machine simulation on and off. In the off or undepressed mode, the part remains stationary and the tool moves, allowing close attention to process details. Opening stop options, we see a number of events in which simulation can be stopped, including collisions. On the Collisions drop-down, we see a list of choices for collision checking and visual identifiers if a collision is encountered. When complete, the Exit button closes simulation and returns back to Edgecam.